Taurus, fellow Taurians. I'm doing it this way, just because one, it's simpler at the moment. Upload's a little easier for me in the middle of rural America. If you're new, I'm Brandy, the Shadow Worker. I'm also on many platforms. You know, Taurean Eye, Brandy's Taurean Eye, TaureanEye.com, which is now being offered. I will not do repetitively every day, by the way, to tap into a deceased loved one. It's dangerous for me, dangerous for you, ends up inviting things. But that is available. It is 180, folks, because it takes a lot of preparation. Now, that being said, I felt very pulled. And honestly, I felt pulled to do a reading for us in general. When I was, the cranberry zombie came on. It literally hit me like, you need to do this. So, okay, here I am. So just so you know, a zombie out there for by the cranberries, if anyone wonders. I kept getting a lot, really, meditating, but there is avoidance of finding stability and security, which is a big challenge right now. And I do feel like there's a lot of massive struggle where we like can't get our footing. We can't get our footing. We feel very unstable. So if you're going through like financial stuff, and I feel ya. And sometimes when I'm doing these messages, even though I'm like a cusper, I'm very early. My Venus is like Aries too, but it's like so out of sync, I think, with the normal placement that we're usually in. Which makes sense with, you know, Pluto and everything, and Pisces about to come up, right? Some of you may be trying to like find an environment where you belong. Some of you may be triggering the environment where you are part of the community. Where you're supposed to create some harmony in that environment. Like, maybe not go at them. But you're trying really hard, and I think it's just not being realistic. There's like a lot of effort here, from what I gathered. And it's like there is no respect. I will put it that way. I don't feel like there's any respect in whatever you may be going through. And I know that there was a lot of messages of like observe, and we were being put down and stuff. So if you're repetitively not leaving a relationship because there's no respect, if you're repetitively not leaving a job where they keep disrespecting you and you're naive and you think that it's going to get better, I'm here to tell you it's not. There's no communication, there's no mutual understanding, and there is no shared responsibility or delegation. There's no balance, which is where I think you're having a hard time finding your footing or your place, or you know, and again, we're not really supposed to bank on our normal activities, but this feels disruptive, right? It's a lot of unresolved things causing a lot of emotional influxes. And I think that's where it's like, in the wake of that breakup, friend, in the wake of leaving that job, you know, whatever that is for you, even if you are, you know, unemployed or retired or banking rich, friends, you have a lot of emotional turmoil, and you need to have that inner peace with yourself, that closure with yourself. You have to find your own emotional balance, your own emotional stability. You can't keep waiting for things to change, I think, on the outside influences, right? So it's like you're waiting for the outer life to have your inner light return. And it's like you want to be so transparent, but there's just this stifled energy, and that stifled energy is being reflected back to you, and it feels like through a lot of intimate connections, right? It's like you can't enjoy your surroundings, you can't enjoy time with others. It's not a healthy, solid sense of a commune, okay? I feel like there's a lot of bullshit. We're going to call it bullshit And it's like, you can just see, you know, these people are masking who they are, and you don't want to have a false connection. You don't, it's like, it's, there's a lot of distance in your life, probably even with old friends at this point. It's like you can just see, and like, you just want to come back into a relationship with yourself. You want to be genuine. You want to have genuine connections. You want to feel at peace when you come home. And home is supposed to be a place of peace, by the way, not chaos. And I feel that very, very much here right now. Like, this environment. Okay? And it's like, you can't even get a stable work environment right now. There's like this financial instability. God, it's just not supportive. And it's like, you want a supportive income, you want a supportive home, you want a supportive relationship. All of this just feels associated with no stability. We'll put it that way, right? But you've been extending yourself, maybe, and it's like, well, you need to come back to your own garden first, right? Come back to your own garden. We need to come back to our own garden. There's some wisdom here. It's probably why we were supposed to, you know, be put down with all the other previous readings. So, I mean, there's just a lot of disruptions in the current situation. Put it that way, okay? Lots of shakeups, lots of unexpected changes. Throwing all the plans out the window. They want to see how adaptable, how resilient we are, because they keep doing it. So we're really just supposed to kind of focus on regaining our own balance, no matter what chaos is outside of us, no matter what chaos tries to keep bringing us in. It is, I'm telling you now, there have been several readings I've picked up about Taurus, kind of, you are to be you are to be seen, you are to speak, you are to be heard. There's wisdom in the lessons. And, you know, we are kind of teachers in that way. Now, no offense, men, some of you Taurus men, you are not really open to, from what I've gathered through readings, from what I've gathered through meeting, one way or the other. So try not to do that to yourselves, okay? But when we come back to center, that's what we're going to say, that takes us out of the limitations and the blind spots that we've been in because of the external environment, okay? The distractions, the lies, all the shadows. We're supposed to come back, and that would, well, yeah, that would take me back to the reading that I've done about observe, be quiet. You know what I mean? Because all those people are going to go back into ash. We're going to call them ash. So this is just kind of looking at your compulsions or how you would have normally behaved. Acknowledging it, not denying it, right? Because I got a lot of denial too, or someone trying to kind of escape their accountability of whatever's going on. So we're bringing light to our shadows so we can see kind of perversions, maybe how things started off good but got real distorted, and now it's like a threatening to our environment, to ourselves, even though we never thought it would be. It's goodness that got lost, got overburdened, and injured. We're gonna injured from trying to bring light or value to something or helping other people. You know, all we ever tried to do was help and buried ourselves. And that was kind of us running from our own shadow, though. Like, we have to blend our shadow. There's essential information and we keep ignoring. And we need to just have a passion for ourselves right now and take appropriate action. To sit down, do the work for ourselves. Stop overextending ourselves. Stop doing ADHD type of things. Brandy. So you know, it's a big significance in our life, right? To integrate healthy things and freeing us from the dark so we can actually help other people do so. We are filled with wisdom. I have to sneeze. Hold. Thank you. Probably gonna happen again though. But sometimes we have to reach out for support and help too, but through like probably another professional healer. I know. I tend to go to astrologers because I can sense things I need to know. So it's more of a self-exploration as a priority right now. The stillness, the silence, sitting in the earth, dude, sitting in the rain, don't get sick, but you know, embracing a period of solitude. It just keeps coming back to that, and I know that's so aggravating. Trust me, I know, but it's like we can't have intimacy with another, and it's going to be unlikely if we're unsustainable. If we haven't first met our needs or established that within us again, you know? So we are avoiding it. We know things have to happen. It's inevitable. This loss, this leave. Not right this second. We'd make a horrible decision, but keep thinking that we're going to change the situation or get someone to notice us or, you know, be appreciative of us because we help them such, you know, through such dark times. That's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Sorry to tell you. You are literally the only person who can proceed to keep being, I guess, I shouldn't put it that way. You are the only person kind of keeping yourself invisible and silent right now by dealing with the situation or person. So to come back into acceptance of yourself and not let people limit you or judge you or criticize, reject, you have to let that fear of them having that type of power and muting, I really want to say muting you. So whatever setback, whatever hasn't worked out, remember failure is a lesson and it's trying to form that new pathway. And only you're going to stop yourself from walking through it. I mean, that's literally what I get. It's more of the fear of something that you've just been so used to. You know? It's like something you've been so used to. But it's like not living according to spirit self. Nope. I mean, it's got to be true to yourself for that security that you are seeking. And all I keep thinking about is like being in the middle of nowhere by myself in the middle of the country in the daytime. It's going to be great at nighttime because spirits and stuff come to me. But I mean, it ain't like I ain't lived, you know, long before, and I felt very prone to say that to someone out there. It's running through my head. I am going to pull a Between the Worlds. But it's almost like your dreams, your intuition, they're telling you things that are coming to kind of prepare for just not being completely upfront with that. Blinding us. This is the blind spot that I keep picking up. Blind spots. Huh. I can't. If you guys can see the compass come out. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. The lost and the found. Yeah. I'm not going to go into the whole thing it says. We're going to go to the item, the message, and advice. This is tiny compass. Though a small charm works well for telling me to get my bearings in my readings. It was gifted to me in a small set of bone and curios from a dear friend who purchased it from a local artisan. The message, your sense of direction is only as good as the tools you use to stay on course. Advice. You know where you're going, so don't give up. You have the tools at your disposal and can use them to your best advantage. Proceed using whatever gauges you need to ensure... Okay. You need to ensure you stay the course to achieve your goal. If you need to take a moment to assess your progress, do it now before continuing. Yeah, that would be the sit down. Switching direction may be a good strategy as long as it's well planned and beneficial. Right. So don't take shortcuts, Brandy. It's an excellent time to ask an expert For advice, for direction when you're unfamiliar with the territory you wish to explore spiritually, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. A very useful tool will be provided to you to achieve your goals. Your intuition. Also, like I said, reaching out to someone else, probably in the gifted arena, or maybe even a psychologist. I don't know. Depends what you're going through, really. But trying to go, I mean, really, though, to someone else is no one's going to see your side of the story. And you're kind of just keeping this wound open, and you're not able to really experience intimacy or real growth financially. I mean, it's a whole shakeup, friends. It's throwing us on our ass. And I know Aries season is about the Chiron, the healing, the wounded warrior. Your health is not great either. So it's like your own detriment trying to help others. Let me know if this resonated. Hit the like, the subscribe. Sharing is caring. Okay?